Welcome back to the iBOSS Pitch Perfect show, where early stage and startup company founders tell their stories. The passion behind the business is often the untold story, but that's what drives the vision. It's what keeps an entrepreneur awake at night and what provides them with the strength they need to overcome adverse circumstances. On the iBOSS Pitch Perfect show, you will hear some of those stories as these founders convey their visions and the paths for execution without props or PowerPoints. iBOSS is a training and advisory concern that assists startups and early stage companies as they enter the world of investment capital. The iBOSS Pitch Perfect show is our platform to provide these companies with a stage to present what they do and how they do it. Viewers, please note, there are various securities regulations that impact what a company can and cannot say in public forums when they are raising capital. So to keep our presenters on the right side of the SEC and state securities regulations, you can contact them directly for any fundraising they might be conducting, as that part of their presentation will not be aired publicly. Each presenter has 10 minutes to tell their story. Our judges have 3 minutes to ask any clarifying questions, and you, the viewing audience, has 14 days to cast your vote through our online survey. Follow the Pitch Perfect link on our website at ibossinc.com to view the show and help your favorite pitcher win the pitch purse, which will be unveiled later, so stay tuned. So now let's meet our judges. Our first returning judge is Clinton Jones, president of Clinton Jones Associates, where they help you move your business to the next level by helping you deal with your finances. Our next returning judge is Pierre Walters, director of Blue Artists, a creative agency that delivers inspiring public relations and branding results by helping you build your difference. And our first-time judge, Garfield Dawkins, CIO and Finance Manager at 1 Degree Capital, where they are dedicated to serving the significant business owner by helping them obtain business loans. Thank you, gentlemen, for joining us. And I'm sure, like me, you're also looking for a lively presentation today. Now, a word from today's sponsor.
Hello, my name is Shirley Liu. I am the Executive Field Chairman with First Financial Security, a proud sponsor of the iBOSS Pitch Perfect show. Now, the reason I'm here again is to kind of share with the audience what's the next generation of retirement. Now, when it comes to index product, you want to look at your IRA, 401k, those kind of things, whether or not does it give you guaranteed lifetime income and can you never outlive your money? And those are the very, very important questions that you may want to relook at your finance. On top of it, some of you may have what is called term insurance, where you go to work for a company. Well, relook at the term policy today that's available with living benefits. And what if return on premium if you don't die when those term runs out? Now, these are the kind of things I like to educate and inform folks. You can always reach me at shirleyliufinance.com, and my can be reached number is 703-608-1203. Love to work and help you out. Thank you.
Our first presenter today is Terrence Clark, co-owner and CEO of Simple Life Products of Philadelphia, Pennsylvania. Simple Life has developed a consumer product for the application of creams and lotions. Terrence, welcome, and you're on.
Greetings. My name is Terrence Clark, co-owner of Simple Life Products. We are a company that create products to help make life simple. In fact, we are launching our company with a premier revolutionary product, introducing the Ultimate Easy Reach. The Ultimate Easy Reach is the best lotion application system technology out there. Let me ask you a question. Do you use lotion? What about medicated creams? Are you able to apply lotion to all areas of your body? What about this area? Not that easy for me. In fact, of the research that we have, 100% of the women that we polled would like to apply lotion to hard-to-reach areas of their body if they can. And up to 70% of men don't use lotion at all because they don't like the oily feeling that's left on their fingertips after they apply lotion. While there are other lotion applicators on the market, none can compare to the Ultimate Easy Reach, and here's why. The Ultimate Easy Reach has a universal sliding thumb. This will allow the user to expel any specific amount of lotion or cream through the head of the Ultimate Easy Reach, and the user will be able to apply it to hard-to-reach areas of their body. The user will be able to apply lotion to their body without touching it with their hands or their fingers. The Ultimate Easy Reach also has a replaceable and refillable lotion cartridge. This will allow the consumer to purchase multiple lotion cartridges at a fraction of the cost of traditional lotion is priced and sold today. Or the user will be able to refill the lotion cartridge with their lotion of their choice. In fact, we actually commonly call our product the Keurig of lotion applicators. Now, our marketing strategy emphasizes the quality, ease, and convenience of the Ultimate Easy Reach. So, for the single woman on the go who likes to apply lotion but will not be able to apply to hard-to-reach areas of her body, or the avid suntanner who will no longer have to rely on some guy walking down the beach to apply suntan lotion to her back. While the Ultimate Easy Reach and Simple Life products marketing strategy is to emphasize the quality, ease, and convenience, it doesn't stop there. The Ultimate Easy Reach will allow those individuals who've lost some of their independence be able to regain it back. Like my mom, who recently suffered a car accident and as a result left her with limited mobility, who also suffers from eczema on her back and lower extremities. Or my friend Rick, who actually has to travel 30 minutes one way to apply psoriasis medicine to his elderly father's lower back and extremities twice a day. The Ultimate Easy Reach will be able to give those individuals some of their independence back. Everybody wants independence. And with the Ultimate Easy Reach, you can have it. The Ultimate Easy Reach is actually in 16 inches in length, with about 4 inches in length of the head of the Ultimate Easy Reach. In the head of the Ultimate Easy Reach has a universal sliding thumb. It also has the insert for your lotion cartridge, as well as a strap that go over the head that allow the user to put their hand in it for a more snug and secure fit. The Ultimate Easy Reach is made up of a thermoplastic material called polycarbonate ABS, which will allow it to be heat resistant, dishwasher safe, and impervious to any chemical or oil the Ultimate Easy Reach may come in contact with. So, let's talk a little bit about our management of the Simple Life products. So as I mentioned in the beginning, Simple Life Products is co-owned by myself, Terrence Clark, and I've actually had this idea about 6.5 years ago. And I was honing my information on how to, learning about lotions, creams, manufacturers, humectants oils, as well as being able to create a product that will be able to meet this need that hasn't been met before. The Simple Life Products has also have, as I mentioned, my partner Patricia McKinley, who has over 20 years of experience in business management and finance. Simple Life Products has also solicited the services of a Mr. Troy Wilson as our legal consultant, and presently our patent attorney, Mr. Lawrence White, is completing our utility patent right now. All of the capital investments that have been made into Simple Life Products have been done by myself and Patricia McKinley. So far, we've invested up to $20,000 in the company. Now, we've also enlisted the services of a Mr. Bruce Clinton, our marketing director. Now, Mr. Clinton has actually directed sales for larger companies in the past, such as Pepsi-Cola. So, as I've just mentioned to you, Mr. Clifton is our marketing director, and he's presently working on marketing opportunities and identifying potential strategic partners. That's where you guys come in. We are looking for strategic partners, manufacturers that believe in the importance of allowing their customer to maximize the fullest usage of their product by being able to apply it to hard areas of their body. So that's lotion manufacturers, cream manufacturers, and maybe in the pharmaceutical company and the companies that make medicated compounds. We are also looking for financial partners, partners that will be able to provide us with the capital we needed so we could ramp up not just our staff, but our production so we could move as fast as our strategic partners would like us to so we could bring our products to market. So in summary, we believe that our applicator is the be-all to end-all of all lotion applicators for creams, medications, and moisturizers. For people like you, people like me, people that do have hard-to-reach areas of the body, individuals that may have lost their independence due to limited mobility. And if you see a value in our product, then we look forward to hearing from you. We thank you for taking the time to hearing our presentation, and we look forward to partnering with you in the future. Come, help us make life simple again. Thank you.
You're very knowledgeable of your business and what you're looking for and the product. My question for you, and this is a 6-year idea that you've had, what is the strategic vision that you have for your business in terms of direction, and does your partner, Ms. McKinney, also share the same direction?
Great question. Thank you for asking. So as I did mention, although I had the idea for maybe about 6.5, 7 years, Simple Life Products have actually been in existence for the last 2 years. And while we were in existence, we were honing our marketing as well as our research and development. And interestingly enough, while we were doing that, we are presently being courted by Citizens Bank branch manager with anticipation of production of our company, of our product. Now, our end strategy would be for us to either acquire licensure or for some bigger company to acquire us, if I answered your question.
I'd like to know how will customers be exposed to the lotion applicator or other future Simple Life products? Where will they find these products? How will they get their hands on them?
Great question. So presently we do have an online presence in which where individuals can go to the website to either view the product, presently make pre-order sales of the product once the product comes to production. With the assistance of Mr. Clifton, as well as this networking marketing company, Harvest Growth, we are looking to institute a campaign of a 4-month strategy where we will have the product in what's called TV to retail. We're looking to institute a direct response television ad. After we institute the direct response television ad, with this campaign that we're looking to do, we should have our product in retail in as early as 4 months.
Are you planning to get a patent or anything on your applicator? Is that something that's in your near future?
Yes, Mr. Lawrence White, our patent attorney, is presently he's finishing our utility application right now as we speak.
Thank you, Terrence, for that presentation. We are so glad that you chose to come and share your vision with us on the iBOSS Pitch Perfect show. And please make sure that you share it with your network. As you know, the viewers get an opportunity to voice their opinion, as will your network. So get it out there, because the highest scorer has an opportunity to win the iBOSS Pitch Purse. Anyone can go to our website and follow the Pitch Perfect link in order to get to the survey to do their score. And now we'll hear some messages from our sponsors.
If you're like most business owners, you probably hope you never need to hire a lawyer. And I get it. You want to save money wherever you can, and the last thing you need is somebody talking down to you. But sooner or later, many business owners have to hire an attorney because they've gotten into big legal trouble without realizing it. Maybe they feel terrified about the future because sales are down and bills aren't getting paid. Or maybe they trusted someone that they shouldn't have trusted, and now they have a mess on their hands. When you run your own business, sooner or later there will be bumps on the road, and the owners who prepare in advance are the ones who will survive. That's where I can help. My name is Bernard Williams, and my law firm, the Legis Group, provides legal services and advice to help business owners feel protected, informed, and confident. Don't leave the future of your business to chance. To find out whether your business is on the right track, or if you've got some work to do, visit my website at www.legislawyers.com. I'd be glad to help.
Our next presenter today is Julie Pittman, founder and CEO of Color and Soul of Fort Washington, Maryland, the creator of mineral makeup and skincare products for women of color. Welcome, Julie. We're looking forward to hearing your presentation.
Thank you, and thank you for having me. My name is Julie Pittman. I am the founder, CEO, and creator of Color and Soul Mineral Cosmetics, the first mineral cosmetics customized specifically for women of color, as well as our newest product introduction, BB & Brown, a BB cream that is also formulated specifically for the skincare needs of women of color. It is our mission within Color and Soul and within BB & Brown to revolutionize how the global woman of color purchases and selects color around the world, starting here in the U.S. I am a licensed esthetician, that is the lady who does all of your facials and body wraps and everything except your hair and your nails. I have had a 30-year career in the beauty industry and have the unique experience of averaging about 2 white clients a year. So my entire life's work and career has been built on the woman of color. One of the things that was observed on the professional side is an extreme lack of color opportunity for the woman of color, particularly when it comes to foundations. That is the base that covers our skin before we apply our blush, eyeshadow, and lipsticks. These colors will range anywhere from something that looks chalky and ashy on the skin to very, very red. And within the market of customers, you have 3 kinds of ladies. You have those who will purchase 2 bottles of foundation, mix them together to try and get her right color every day. She's a chemistry experiment every day. You get the one that settles for the closest thing she can find, and you also get the ones that finally throw her hands up and wear nothing. The lovely thing and what I enjoy most about Color and Soul and what we have created here is that we capture every one of those ladies. 50% of our customer base are former non-makeup wearers, where they will not wear regular liquid foundation, but will wear our mineral powders and most definitely our BB cream. As a matter of fact, 85% of the people who try our product buy our product, and the other 15% just didn't have their wallets at the time. As a matter of fact, we have never met a face we could not match. And so it has been an exciting time over the last decade that I have been grinding creating minerals. I practice holistic aesthetics. And so when a client comes to me, they're getting advice about nutrition, aromatherapy, facials, and it was crazy to me to then allow them to use chemicals and dyes and fragrances on their faces to finish their professional look. So it became very important to me that the follow through, the customer experience of green consciousness, natural technology followed from the inside out. So Color and Soul is considered skincare in color, far away from just regular makeup. The experience that each of our customers has with the product is that it is specifically designed for them. This is a first product that is actually made for a woman of color by a woman of color. On the personal side of the creation of the product, it actually came on a spiritual level. A little over a decade ago, life happened and I lost everything. And I was facing near homelessness. And from that space, I prayed and asked God, may I please create something that a lot of people will want and need. I had been custom blending liquid makeup long before the large brand Prescriptives by Estee Lauder, 7 years before that brand came out, 17 years before Network Marketing brand presented a custom blended makeup. So I had been doing this for many, many years. Some people that I had actually trained to custom blend liquid makeup came and asked if I could help them custom blend powders. Well, I was, like I said, life had happened. I was facing virtual homelessness. I began to research mineral cosmetics and found out that not only was it the absolute craze in the United States with huge growth from the standpoint of one company alone jumped in sales from 200 million to 400 million in under 2 years. And yet, every trade magazine said Black and Hispanic women will not enjoy this product as it will look chalky or ashy. My question became, why? And it's because they don't understand how. The industry has fallen short in understanding the particular needs of the woman of color. When it comes to color, Caucasians have 8 pigmentation possibilities of skin, while ethnic skin tones have 38. And yet, when you walk into any department store, what you see is an average of 12 colors of foundation, 8 for Caucasian skin, and then we get tan, deep, dark, and maybe a little mahogany on the tail end. How are 4 colors supposed to address the needs of 38 possibilities? So there it was. A friend of mine once said, the riches are in the niches. And so I started to realize that what they needed, what the industry needed, was an understanding of color. But I was broke. I had lost everything. So what I did was I found a company that provided the raw materials that mineral makeup is very simply made. It's like Breyer's ice cream. It's 5 elements that come together. So the question is of color, not necessarily ingredients, because they're simple and they're natural. I found a company that had raw materials, but was also having a challenge making colors for women of color. Well, that was my thing. So what I elected to do is, instead of working for cash, I looked at the numbers, I looked at what 1 ounce of powder would yield, and I chose to be paid in raw materials. I had a little money left over. I bought a magic bullet. And out of the coffee grinder attachment from a magic bullet came Color and Soul. Several years later, after working very well with the minerals and custom blending for client after client after client, with an 85% retention rate and referrals coming out of everywhere, a customer noticed that BB creams came on the market in 2012. A BB cream is a multi-active tinted moisturizer. It's a 4 or 5-in-1 product that took this country by storm in 2012. And on a blog with a major magazine that targets African Americans specifically, the bloggers were asking, where's the BB cream for the Black people? And after looking at 140 different colors from several different brands, they found 5 that would work on brown skin. My client at the time blogged back and said, you've never heard of Color and Soul? And the editors asked for samples. My client called me and said, Miss Julie, you have to give samples. I said, samples of what? She said, your BB cream. I said, I haven't created a BB cream. So, but she said, but I told the editors you were going to send samples. So not wanting to disappoint her, I took my minerals and a serum that I sold to my clients on a regular basis, as well as a blend of essential oils, blended them together, and out of that came BB and Brown, which is a collection of 14 different shades that we enjoy so much. They come in fun names and colors. For instance, I'm a high yellow. We have red bone, we have pecan tan, we have honey child, honey butter, we have Kadar, Mecca, Passion cream, and vanilla sister. These are there, and caramel cream as well. These are colors that we know within our community that we call each other. And the enjoyment of the customer experience with BB and Brown has just been so exciting over the last 3 years that I just can't even describe. But out of that, these 14 colors, it was, I say God breathed because the 14 colors work on 52 different skin tones. There are 13 shades that work on 52 different skin tones with a clear that works on the rest and on men. So everyone is able to enjoy BB and Brown. It is a product that I know will take not only this country, but the world by storm. We're talking about an opportunity to reach into a market that spans over 75% of the planet. And the statistics show this: 20%, 1 in every 5 beauty products purchased in this country today is purchased by an African American specifically. And then there are the other ethnicities that are constantly looking for products that speak to them. What we're offering here at Color and Soul and our BB and Brown products is color without compromise, without chemicals, and with care for the skin that it touches. So we are very excited to be in such a place at such a time with virtually no competition, because without the understanding of color theory and what an ethnic skin needs, I often say, even in the anti-aging movement, BB creams, which was their primary appearance into this country, was for the anti-aging movement. Well, anti-aging means something different to a woman of color than it does to her Caucasian counterpart. I just turned 52 years old. One of the sayings that they say is good black don't crack, but it does discolor, get acne, and sag at ages over 35. So the need.
To ask the judges if they have any questions for you.
Certainly.
You know, great brands are built by a sense of community. How will you build a sense of community around your brand, Color and Soul?
Well, the brand is being built by communicating a customer experience that says, we see you. The first thing is, we see you. And we see the differences in the needs that your skin tone has, that it's more than about light and dark. It is about depth and tone. It is about richness, and that we bring a product to you made by someone like you who truly does understand what your needs are and has the answer.
Fantastic presentation. What are you looking for at this point? You've told us about your product, and it sounds fantastic. It seems like a market is there. What do you need?
What I need right now is a seed capital to begin the process of increasing our capacity to serve some opportunities that we have. We have at our fingertips 2 network marketing companies right now who are willing to add BB and Brown and Color and Soul to their virtual malls. Each of these network marketing firms has 50,000 distributors in each one. So our opportunity to expand our reach to the customer base leaps by 100,000 rather than 1. And what we need is the capacity to serve the sales force. Right now, my capacity is for a small sales force. We're also poised right now and about to launch a website that will allow an online subscription so that our customers will receive their mineral product, their BB cream, a free gift as well as professional tips from yours truly, and it'll be on a subscription level, so our customers will be fulfilled with their products every month. We need capital to begin to capture these opportunities and accelerate our movement from a lifestyle business to a next level model.
Okay. Great presentation. Julie, you're extremely knowledgeable in the cosmetic space, and I have no doubt that you'll be successful at this. My question to you, as I know there are other black cosmetic products out there that cater to women of color, what sets your product apart from, say, your competitors or your to-be competitors?
Well, the things that set us apart are twofold. One, there has not been, first of all, newness. There has not been a major launch of a high-end, high-quality cosmetic product, meaning not drugstore, but high-end quality product for women of color in 20 years. The last one was Iman, and she opened in JCPenney, but none of the major stores have offered that. That's the first thing. So the newness of it, and we're hungry for it. The second thing is...
Thank you, Julie Pittman. And I know when we have these kinds of presentations, you want to get so much out, yes, but we're limited in time.
Absolutely.
Thank you so much for your presentation. We wish you well. And make sure that you too share this with your network so that they can have an opportunity to vote. And you, the viewer, please make sure that you log on to our website, ibossinc.com, follow the Pitch Perfect link, and you too can vote, because the highest scorer will win the pitch purse. Thank you, Julie.
Thank you for the opportunity.
Thank you. Now, let's hear a few messages from our sponsors.
Hi, my name is Pierre Walters, and this is an iBOSS teachable moment. I'm so excited to be here to share with you just a brief moment on why building your brand is probably the best decision you could make as a business owner. Did you know that your brand is what sets you apart from your competition? Did you know that your brand is what keeps customers coming back for more? Well, building your brand is simple. It really just requires that you focus on 3 key pillars. Pillar number 1 is your identity. Who are you? Understanding who you are and being able to articulate that confidently is such a critical skill, and you can do it when you understand your mission, when you understand your vision, and when you understand why you show up every day to provide your service or product. But knowing your identity is only part of the equation. You've got to also know who your community is. Who are you talking to? Who are those potential customers? And why are they potential customers? Your community is absolutely critical, because those are the people that are going to fall in love with your brand. Now, when you've established your community and when you clearly understand and can articulate your identity, now you're in a powerful position. You're now in the position where you can engage through conversation. And your conversation strategy is what really keeps those customers coming back. Are you providing blog posts? Are you engaged on social media? Are you producing video and photography that show off what you do and how passionate you and your team are? Well, a solid conversation strategy coupled with your identity and your community is how you can build a successful brand that not only wins over customers, but keeps them coming back for more.
Hello. My name is Shirley Liu. I'm the Executive Field Chairman with First Financial Security, and we are the proud sponsor of the iBOSS Pitch Perfect shows. The reason I'm here today is that I'm bringing you the next generation of retirement products. Believe it or not, it's life insurance. Now, I may want to ask you, do you have the old kind or the new kind? Well, does your current life policy covers for you in case if you happen to get hurt, disabled, heart attack, stroke? Does that policy give you lifetime income? If it does not, one of the things you may want to need to consider is that when you come to your life insurance, you need to consider 3 things. Living too long, making sure it has retirement, die too soon, a death benefit tax-free, and on top of it, all living benefits cover if you were to get hurt. You can reach me at shirleyloufinance.com, 703-608-1203. Thank you.
Our final presenter today is Paul Merskoff, founder and CEO of HireKeep, from the Washington, D.C. metropolitan area, where they've developed a platform to help match qualified candidates with hiring managers. Welcome, Paul.
Thank you. Thank you for having me. Again, my name is Paul. I am the founder and CEO of HireKeep. We are a platform that matches hiring managers with candidates based on relationship data. Hiring and recruiting is easy, said no one ever. Okay? It's very, very hard. And as a hiring manager myself for many, many years, and building big teams, I've realized that when I wanted to build a team and hire people, I found myself doing this. Resume, resume, resume. Oh, but that one looks good. Okay, I'll try that. Resume, resume. And every single day I woke up, I was bombarded in my inbox with thousands of potential candidates. So I'm missing talent, obviously, right? But I'm also maybe picking the wrong people to bring in an interview. And after hundreds and hundreds of interviews, I realized that I couldn't really develop a relationship with the people that I was looking to interview over a short 3-hour process where I have a phone call with them, I bring them in, we have a quick conversation, and then I have to make a decision that could last years to come for the candidate and for myself as a hiring manager. And when you're tasked with hiring 25 people in a period of just a few months, you've got to rely on something that goes beyond just the resume. You've got to rely on something that goes beyond the job posting even. And so with recruiting, it's very difficult because the landscape has really stayed the same. It's been stagnant. As a hiring manager, what do? I need to hire, so I go online and I put my job listing out there. The same sites that have been around for years doing nothing new. And we know the names. Not sure if I can say them on TV, but I won't. And as a candidate, what do? I go on those same sites and I click apply, and I click apply, and I click apply. And what does that lead to? How do you really match people up? How do you create the harmony, the marriage? You really can't. And so as I hired all these people, and I loved everyone that I hired, I realized that for some candidates, it may have not been a culture fit. Maybe they didn't like me, and I'm a great guy. Maybe I didn't realize, I didn't think that they were the greatest fit after, 3 to 6 to 9 months. Who knows? But the idea is that unless we go beyond the resume and figure out how we can build a relationship before we start working together, we really don't know how that experience is going to be. And here's the challenge. The challenge and the problem is that recruiting is extremely expensive and it's extremely time consuming, especially for a hiring manager at a growing startup, which many companies are. And when you have a company that's growing, you can't afford to bring in a recruiting team. And when you go external and you hire an external recruiter, what do? You get someone else making a decision for you about who you should hire based on some criteria. So as I searched and searched and searched for a solution, I really couldn't find one. And I started to develop a questionnaire through my vast network of VPs of sales and other hiring managers that were looking for specific things that were relationship-oriented, vision-oriented, value-oriented, measure-oriented, method-oriented. What I mean by all these things is I'm looking on the inside of a person, who they are at the core, how they do business day to day, how do they measure success, what are the things they value, because those are the core beliefs that don't change. And I believe, and we believe at HireKeep, that if you can match those beliefs to the person you work for, you're going to love your job. And if that hiring manager brings you in on that same premise, well, guess what? You're going to have an amazing working relationship. Now, I'm not saying that the resume is pushed to the side. It's still very important. You need to be qualified for the position you work for. But it shouldn't be the only deciding factor when we're looking at who to hire, when to hire, how to hire, right? So as I developed this system in my last position, I realized that as I was creating these matches with the people I was hiring, they were sticking. They were staying. The culture was there. They loved their job. And I said, oh my God, I have something here. This is really interesting. I'm looking at a resume, but I'm looking at something more. And what's even more interesting past that point is that the people that worked together worked more cohesively, they ramped up faster, there was more of a unity between the teams. It was almost like a blended relationship that occurred. And so I took that model and I ran with it. And that's when HireKeep was born. And so now we actually collect data from these assessments that a candidate takes and a hiring manager takes along with some of the members of their team at a company. and we analyze and match them using a match score. Once we've established a match score, we send that candidate pool of matched candidates over to the hiring manager, and they can choose which candidate to engage based on their resume and that match score. So when you think about matching, what are you really thinking about? Well, if you value one thing, or you measure metrics a certain way, especially for revenue generating teams, it's very important that the person you work with measures those things the same way. If you're a dial-oriented person, or if you're a talk time-oriented person, whatever it may be important to you as a hiring manager has to be as important to the person that works with you or for you. Otherwise, there's a mismatch, and eventually, over a period of time, we believe that headbutting is going to cause that person to look for other opportunities, right? So the idea behind HireKeep is not only to collect this data, not only to improve the assessment, really, but it's to help companies hire better over time, faster over time, make it easier and more cost-effective for them to hire over time. Because in our professional career, right, we're either someone looking for an opportunity or we're someone offering an opportunity, right? And so we need to help align both of those and make it simpler for us to determine who to work for and who to work with. If you don't wake up in the morning and you say, I love my job, then there's something wrong. If you don't wake up in the morning and say, I love my boss, there's something wrong. We should all be waking up as passionate to work as we are working for our best friend. Now look, I'm not saying your boss is going to be your best friend, but relationships are everything in business, you know, and you buy from people you like and you work with people you like. And we want to create a time machine that allows us to see into the future. And I know that's crazy to think, but imagine if we collect enough data, enough retention data from the assessments that are done for a specific company, we can save them millions upon millions of dollars. Because I don't know if you know this, but the cost of churn, meaning people leaving other companies, are 20% to upwards of 150% of that person's annual salary. So if someone's making $50,000 a year and you lose 5 people a year, well, that's $250,000 in lost revenue that company's seeing. How do we close that gap? How do we create the time machine that says, hey, you know what, you and I, we're going to be best friends 6 months from now, 9 months from now, a year from now, 2 years from now, 5 years from now? How do we turn a job into a career? You know, I've never heard someone say, you know, I really don't like my job, without them saying, I really don't like my boss. And that's what we believe to be the truth, or the people that we work with. So we're really trying to target that market where any company hiring, and we're a niche, so we work with sales, business development, account management, customer success, any really relationship-oriented divisions of a company where we believe our assessment can really matter, right? And as we're building this and as we're testing it with these teams, companies are jumping on this opportunity. So far within our business, we've signed 4 companies that have a multi-million-dollar valuation, some tens of millions of dollars in valuation, and we're helping them through our manual internal matching technology bring on sales talent, bring on business development talent. And everyone that we've brought in so far has been sticking, has been a cultural fit, has been a behavioral fit, has been a measures and metrics fit for that hiring manager, because the decisions are made on the person's internal beliefs and values. So our goal is to revolutionize recruiting. It is, because recruiting hasn't changed. It really hasn't. And it's still expensive and time-consuming and honestly very unpredictable, because you can't really track, and companies have a really tough time tracking this information and tracking this data. So if we can help a company hire better people, if we can help candidates stop mindlessly applying for jobs, because I've had calls where it says, hey, why'd you apply for this company? Wait, what is this company again? That's the kind of stuff you get when you're not creating any value for the candidate to really put in the time and effort to be matched with the right company. It just becomes automation. But automation is useless if you don't build relationships, right? And it's also useless if you don't collect and improve on that. So join me, join HireKeep in revolutionizing recruiting, creating better relationships between hiring managers and their teams and companies with the candidates that they bring in, and on a mission to help companies grow the right way and turn a job into a career where you wake up in the morning and you say, I love my job. Thank you.
Great. That was a fantastic presentation. What is your strategy to implement the things that you said and the things that you believe, so that from what you've told me, I would love that if I was hiring someone. So how are you going to implement that?
Absolutely. So right now we have a bare bones product. It's completely internal. It's not client facing. What we do is I can send you an assessment tomorrow if you'd like. You can take that assessment, and then what we do is using social media and other manual recruiting sources, we actually attract candidates to our technology, and we say, hey, we can match you with the perfect job. And they take our assessments as well. Based on your needs, we would send you a matched candidate pool, and you would then select a candidate that you'd like to interview, engage, and ultimately maybe hire. That's how we're actually working with other organizations. We have revenue, we're profitable, we're growing 100% month over month, and what we're looking for is to bring our platform to the forefront so we don't have to engage each individual company one by one. I want to give this platform the opportunity to engage with all of these other companies and hiring managers that need a pool of candidates that they can really relate to and connect with.
Great. Paul, I think your the business model is great. I think it's, and you'll definitely be successful at that. My question to you is, what space does HireKeep occupy in terms of your clients that you're looking for? Is it an IT type based company, or what is it?
A great question. So right now we're in the realm of revenue and customer retention teams. So our platform right now focuses on sales, business development, account management, customer success, because based on my experience of, 15 years in sales and my network and my advisors, everyone is sales, biz dev, and all that oriented. So our idea is, let's test it in a niche that we understand. Let's evolve our technology. Let's evolve our algorithm. Let's make it better. Let's prove that, let's put our money where our mouth is. Can this actually increase retention and eliminate the hassle of hiring and recruiting top talent? And then we can scale it to IT. We can scale it to anything. The idea is, if you're in IT, you're not IT. Who you are in here is not IT, right? So let's create those core matches first before we start looking at the technical elements.
Moving forward with your vision, I imagine you intend to compete against large platforms like Career Builder or platforms like that. How are you going to get a community of people excited about something like this that has a little bit more of an involved process than something as simple as posting your resume?
Sure. Let me give you a stat real quick. So far, we've asked about 150 people that we've manually connected with to take the assessment. 150 people have taken this assessment. The engagement is there. We don't have a customer-facing platform that people can go on.
Paul, thank you.
Sorry. Thank you for the
Time
question.
is up. Thank you so much for presenting your vision on the Pitch Perfect Show.
Thank you.
And again, please share the link with your network, because the highest scorer wins the pitch purse. And audience, I again remind you, you too can log your opinion by following the Pitch Perfect link on our website at ibossinc.com to help your favorite pitcher win the pitch purse, which will be unveiled at the end of this show. Okay, so we now heard from our three presenters. On the other side of the following sponsor messages, we will share our thoughts on the presentations, then unveil what's in today's pitch purse. So stay tuned.
Hello, my name is Shirley Liu. I'm the Executive Field Chairman with First Financial Security. We are the proud sponsor of the iBOSS Pitch Perfect shows. The reason we're here today is that I like to inform and educate and empower folks and individuals out there when it comes to their retirement. Now, the kind of things I'm about to talk to you, it has to do with index product, the kind that's too good to be true that you may have not heard of. Well, for example, what are some of the things you may have when it comes to your retirement? Well, do you have a 401k, IRA, TSP? Those are basically retirement plans that you all currently have. Now, when you think of retirement plans, your plans in the future is to hopefully that account will grow, that you never lose a dime. Well, what if the market goes down? Could you lose money? The second question I want to ask you is this: Does that particular account have guaranteed lifetime income? Well, how about this? The third piece of it is, does that account happens to double up your income, pay out when you get sick or into a long-term care situation? If it does not have it, why doesn't it? Maybe isn't it time that you do a financial checkup for you and your family? Find out where you are at with those financial plannings, because it's your money. You saved, it's hard earned, and you want to make sure that it has. In addition to retirement, some of the things you may want to consider. Well, some of the protection, do I have lifetime income as well on that? And does it pay out for my family? If you need to get in touch with me, you can always get in touch with me on shirleyloufinance.com, and my can be reached number is 703-608-1203. We will give you a free consultation analysis so that you can be better informed and empower what you need to do in regards to your financial future. Thank you.
Thank you, presenters, for sharing your visions, and consider the following as you continue to hone your pitching skills. Every business strives for exposure, from seasoned businesses with significant revenue to startup founders seeking their first customer. The big difference is a startup has to find its voice and an audience to hear it. Today, there is a proliferation of events designed to help young entrepreneurs be heard. Shows like Shark Tank have fueled increased attention early-stage company founders are enjoying. Though, let's not overlook shows for big business like Undercover Boss. The sheer exposure experience from landing a spot on a Shark Tank can be instrumental for businesses, whether you get a deal with a shark or not. Consider that strategy with your local pitch events, whether they're closed, live streamed, or televised. Winnings go to a limited few, but the audience of potential takers could be limitless. So focus on how you will get your message to that listener for which your product or service will resonate. In the limited time you have, be concise and touch on at minimum the following. What is your product or service? What problems does it solve and for whom? How will you deliver it to the end user? What kind of team have you amassed? What's your vision for the company's growth, to include a financial summary? Why are you pitching, or stated differently, what are you looking for? And for the taker, you must answer for them, what's in it for me? With these points in mind, you then just practice, practice, and practice. Terrence's presentation was engaging and passionate. He's a good example of an early stage founder trying to find his voice. The difficulty oftentimes when launching a product versus building a business is how to paint a picture of the company while focusing on the product, conveying whether this is a one-shot deal or are there more products to come. So the challenge for Terrence is to build into his pitch a vision of the company behind the product. There's no doubt Julie has mastered the art of communicating the story of Color and Soul. She had a panel of all-male judges fully engaged in cosmetics. We clearly understood the product, market, and who is being served. However, the pitch was void of information regarding the team and the company behind the product. Time could have been a factor, and a reminder to practice for your allotted time. Ensuring your pitch addresses all key components that need to be conveyed. Paul's experience and passion shine through. He did a good job painting a picture of the significant void in the job search industry. He was clear and concise as he weaved the story behind developing HireKeep and helping listeners understand its stages of operations. However, I was left wondering about the team and company behind the service, so I recommend some time be spent introducing the audience to the wizards behind the technology. But that was a great job, guys. In closing, please follow the link for Pitch Perfect on our website at ibossinc.com and let these pitchers know what you thought about their presentations. All surveys completed within 14 days of the show's initial airing on YouTube are counted, and you can receive airing notifications by subscribing to the iBOSS YouTube channel or our New Capital Markets newsletter. This episode's Pitch Purse contains a 3-hour training session on building an investor database from iBOSS, a press release with supported marketing from Blue Artist, 1-hour legal service consultation from the Legis Group, a strategic IT planning session and follow-up from Mainspring, a 30-minute interview on public access cable from Sage Solutions, a 3-hour executive management workshop from Ace Gnosis, and a 4-hour consulting session from Clinton Jones and Associates, all valued at $5,000. Thanks to Jack Wilson of Liquid Capital of Greater Philadelphia for sponsoring a startup company founder, and my special thanks to each presenter, judge, and Pitch Purse contributor. We additionally would like to thank Shirley Liu of First Financial Services, for whom this show was made possible. So until next time, keep practicing so you too can pitch perfect.